Sharon has simpler ways to add interest to your room that you may not have thought of, right, Sharon? You're going to get us sort of easing into the process.
Absolutely, Trace. You know what? There really are some fun and easy applications you can do with paint color, and it can really allow you to bring your own personality into a space. So I think that in Megan's room, for example, this is a really awkward sloped ceiling, but rather than ignore it, I actually highlighted it. So now it's become a real great color feature in the room. So accent walls are great, one solid color. People always ask me if that's still in style, and I would say absolutely. But I've been really seeing that trend evolving where people are more comfortable using two colors in a room, using two colors on the same wall, adding stripes or geometric patterns, or even something freehand like I did with Megan's mural. And I've done a few of these Cityline sets in the past year where I've done something a little freehand. So it can be a lot of fun, and it can be really easy.
Okay, so you're very good with the freehand. You've got that eye, and you've got, most importantly, the confidence. A lot of us aren't. So you say a good place to start to play around is the bedroom.
Absolutely. I think that the bedrooms are a safe place where you can express color. You can be more expressive with color because it's not connected to all the main spaces that everybody's going to see in the house. So I think that's a really good place to start. Now I've got some really great examples of where people aren't afraid to use two colors on a wall. This great teen's bedroom where she's used pink and yellow, just very simple horizontal stripe. You can just use a level, you just need some painter's tape, and two colors. So you don't need to be artistic, but it creates a really nice focal point in the room. Another thing in bedrooms is you're kind of looking, if you don't have great art to really feature in this space, you might want to draw attention to the headboard like I did here. Or if you have an actual wood headboard like this other example and a really simple room, you could just do a color block. So you almost create a more grand looking headboard just simply with color. And also painting furniture is something that I talk about a lot, Trace, and I think that that's great, but you can also just paint the drawer fronts.
Oh, I love these ideas and these examples. So any other rooms you might suggest that we can go ahead and experiment and drop some color?
What about the laundry room? I mean, we don't like hanging out in there anyway. Nobody really sees the laundry room, so at the very least, use a bright, fun color, like use your favorite color, or maybe that's a great space to do something nice and bold with stripes. So though you can be really creative in that space, but of course you can be creative in any room in the house, even the more public spaces, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room. Those can be really wonderful places to inject some personality with color. I love this example of a kitchen island being painted, and I'm seeing a lot of that in magazines and on TV, where the island kind of stands out. So in this case, it's a nice little peninsula. It's not an island, but the yellow just really stands out against that otherwise really neutral white kitchen.
I love it. It's a great idea. So now you know that you can play with color. You need to get the inspo. Where do you suggest we get our color inspiration from?
Well, certainly my favorite suggestion is to look for something in the room that you're painting. So, for example, in Megan's room, her bedding really inspired the color for the pattern, and also the bed, this beautiful bedding that we had. It was just a throw, but the geometric pattern on it kind of inspired the whole design. So we kind of went with that. So that's a good place to start. Now, I think if you don't have any color in the room, and a lot of people just have, white or very neutral, this is your opportunity to use your favorite paint colors, colors that maybe you wouldn't want to use anywhere else. Just use them, be inspired. And again, going back to that yellow accent on the peninsula in the kitchen, it's also about thinking about the vibe and the mood that you want to have in that room. So in that case, there was lots of wicker and rattan, so it had a real natural vibe. So certainly the neutral sandy colors look great, but adding that bit of character with the golden straw, that real warm paint color on the island, again, it just really accentuates that vibe and mood for that space, and again, brings your own sense of personal style to the room.
Gorgeous examples. So thank you for giving us the confidence to jump in there and drop some color in our own spaces at home. Sharon, thank you for that beautiful project with Megan.